Give me your tender love. One more time. Give me your tender love, your sweet, sweet tender love. Give me your tender love. Whoa. Thank you guys so much.
Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Oh, VidCon. We know each other for about 3 days. Your heart's been aching and I've got more giveaways. Ooh, I'm getting better at this. That you understand. You wouldn't get this. Making pancakes, put them in the oven so good. Making pancakes. If I had one word to ask you how you're feeling right now, would you say you're having fun? Who knows where I'm going with this? F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.
Hey, what is going on? Bulldog here. And as you saw, that was all my footage from the last day of VidCon. Now, I got way more, I got there way earlier, and overall, it was even better than the 21st. I got to do a lot more stuff, I got to meet a lot more people, and it was just amazing. And the last picture you saw, that was Braille Skate, which I honestly didn't expect to he was just there. And I'm like, no way. If you don't know what Braille Skate is, he essentially has educational videos on like learning to skateboard, making skateboarding like easy to understand, and then he also does stupid stuff. Imagine me on a skateboarding channel that is essentially Braille Skate. So yeah, that was pretty cool. A lot of other stuff happened that I didn't get to record, but like you saw, Rocket League, the microphone guy dancing. That guy's a nut. A lot of cool stuff happened. I went to the Adobe area. I got to test out a new Adobe software, which I didn't sign up for the beta, which you would say, well, why wouldn't you? But, you know, I don't know why. I just don't really want to have the beta for some reason. If you think it was a bad idea to not sign up for it, then put in the comments. Call me an idiot, why don't you? I really don't care at this point. And I went to go get some merch from Jaden Animations, and Jaden wasn't there, but her mom was. And funny enough, they were out of my shirt size, so Jaden's mom went and got me a poster and a sticker, which, keep in mind, was free, but only if you actually bought something. And she also got a keychain and a Jaden Animations, like one of those bags. And I was like, thank you. Like, that was okay. There's no way that Jaden or Jaden's mom is ever gonna see this video, but like, Jaden's mom be chill. So, and then other things, I didn't go to as many panels. In fact, I actually chose not to go to some of the panels I was planning to go to, but then again, it was kind of worth it. I got to do more stuff, and what's sad is I didn't know about the raffle that you had to enter for the meet and greet in May. So I didn't get to meet my favorite YouTuber, which I missed all the other YouTubers I wanted to do the meet and greet with. But I checked the schedule. I could meet my favorite YouTuber. I could actually get to him on time. And I didn't know about the raffle, so they're like, yeah, you had to sign up for the raffle, so we just had to leave. I was kind of disappointed, but everything else, fit in. And you're probably wondering, if you check the timer, you may notice, why is there so much more time to this? Are you really just going to talk for that long? Well, no. What you haven't seen yet was the highlights of the MatPat Q&A, which you will now see. It was hilarious.
Chris, he's a bit nervous.
I'm like shaking.
He was so nervous backstage. Hey guys! Was that exciting for FNAF or? That's FNAF. Was that Mario? Such applause for just like laying down on something. It's great.
Alrighty, well, enough of this nonsense. Let's just videos for a really long time.
Thanks, Chris.
Yes, Chris. Change physical direction. I think it's a good time to change direction away from the channel for a hot sec.
Okay.
Let's bring it back on to you. This question is from Bubbles Blossoms. If you could be any kind of Disney character, who would you be?
Any kind of Disney character?
I threw the kind in.
I would like to be a talking animal.
I feel like this is
my favorite game theories, unfortunately. Like, I know that's always a cop-out answer, but I have a couple. So, is that okay, Mr. Moderator?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Thanks. So, I would say my favorite episodes of game theory are, one, I really like the Peach is dead Rosalina's parentage. Is Rosalina Peach's daughter? I love that one because that's like my perfect episode of game theory where we take on some deep lore research with us going into like the international translations and looking at the details within the cutscenes in the game. I love it because it has the scientific research angle to it, talking about the genetics of the eye color and the hair color and Luigi and Mario's eye color and hair color, and ultimately, like, at the end of the day, it's one of those theories where I'm like, yeah, I totally, like, by the end, I had convinced myself that this is absolutely the thing. I don't believe every single theory that I do. I think that there's enough evidence to support the theories that I do, but I don't necessarily believe all of them. But that one about Rosalina being Peach's daughter, I absolutely think 100%. I think the game and the evidence in the game really points in that direction. Scott is such a smart game creator because he's seeded in these ideas that get people online talking about his stuff. That, like, games don't do that, and up until recently, like, no one had even considered that. Like, oh, your gameplay experience is different than their gameplay experience, and like the story's there, but not quite. Like, it is such an innovative idea for gaming online. I think it's such a good way to kind of leverage what a modern game looks and feels like. And not only that, but every single person who has ever edited a video of game theory, like all the different editors that we've either had work for us or have come through the ranks, has worked on a FNAF theory at some point. And so I can look through the entire FNAF series and say, like, oh, that's the one that Ronnie edited. Oh, that's the one that Ryder edited. Oh, that's the one that Lee edited. And it's such a cool moment to see just like how much of a group effort those episodes have been. And it's really inspiring to see that, like, this is kind of our collective creativity in action, which is really awesome.
Milestone in your career surprised or shocked you the most?
What milestone in my career surprised or shocked me the most? I would say that there were probably two. So the first, this is awkward talking here. We're gonna switch around back there. I mean, talking to the Twitter background was really exciting. and because in all seriousness, I never thought that we would get there. And this is being 100% real. Like, when YouTube rolled out, like, when I got the gold play button at 1 million subscribers, I'm like, yes, I did it. Like, achievement unlocked, you know, I can walk away, like, if whatever happens with the channel or whatever, at least I know I've gotten, like, all the big achievements that YouTube has to offer, because I'm totally an overachiever who, like, cares about that stuff way too much, admittedly. But then they're like, and here's the diamond play button, and you're like, oh no, that's so many people. There's no way I'm gonna do that. Like, well, there went that achievement. And honestly, thank you. Yes, woo, giving up on achievements. And giving him Undertale, telling him that Sam's his nest. I did not talk to him about that. I didn't want to spoil the surprise. No, like, again, remember, this is all been, this whole thing, all of this is something that I started when I couldn't find a job out of my closet. I had no video editing experience, or minimal video editing experience. I had no idea if this wacky idea would work. I just did it because I loved learning, I loved teaching myself, and I was fortunate enough to have really good teachers who instilled a sense of learning in me and an intellectual curiosity in me. And I recognized, hey, if I can, other people aren't as fortunate to have such good teachers as I did, but, you know, if I can kind of get them excited about learning through Mario, through their favorite franchises, through Sonic, through Frozen, whatever, like, that kind of pays it forward and helps other people get excited about subjects that they might not have been interested in, or understand them in ways that would have gone over their head before. And so all of this is kind of rooted in that idea, and then fast forward to, you know, a couple years ago, and it's like YouTube reaching out to us and being like, we want you to be the US ambassador to Meet the Pope for digital video creators. And it's like, you realize I just talk about nerdy stuff in my closet, right? And they're like, yeah, that's great. And I'm like, awesome. And to this day, I have like the best bragging rights in my family ever, because like my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and my cousins have literally no idea what I do. Like they still to this day have no idea what any of this is. But when I'm like, oh yeah, and I got to meet the Pope, and they're like, what? Oh my gosh! So that's the other thing. I'm so incredibly grateful that I had that opportunity. And again, talking about video games does not inherently lead itself to like go meet like one of the largest religious leaders in the world. So
feels like work.
We don't have an HR department, and this is the reason why.
A good shoulder massage. People who give good shoulder massages know what it means to get a bad one. You know? It's a real thing. It's from @SamiraRose _Rose16. Would you like to change position?
Wait, was she there? I heard
Oh, is she here? Samira?
Hey! Oh, there she is. Great. Perfect. Shoot, I gotta change positions. Change places! I'm the moderator now.
No, you're not.
Like a pedal bike.
So this question comes from @Sophia CA 925646160. And she asks, what is your favorite musical, both to perform and to see?
Oh man, okay. Favorite musical, there's Snap the Musical, did you just say? Oh yeah, there is a FNAF the Musical. It was the Red McCaffrey's channel. For a second there, I'm like, there's no FNAF the Musical. But there is, no, there absolutely is. And I know, yes, I am in it. It was a very late night, okay, guys? Without exaggeration, like, we filmed FNAF the Musical, at least the part that I was in, we filmed FNAF the Musical at, I think it was 3 in the morning. And then it was like, we were like wrapping things up at like 6 or 7 in the morning. It was a long, long night. And so like, you know, part of that is like me acting like a crazy person. The other part of it is like me delirious with lack of sleep. Like, I'm gonna saw you in half with my flamethrower razor blade thing. Okay, favorite musical, let's see if I can still sing, jeez. My voice is so tired at the end of VidCon. Oh, the places I would like to show you. Although I hardly know you, I've a funny feeling we make a perfect pair. All the sights I want to see you seeing, the nights of you and me, Wait a minute, just a minute. No. I'm a Joe with just one aim. Every night to date a different dame. Call each one of them the same pet name. Hey baby, in a row I have my ducks. Loads of gals to give you loads of yucks. Leave the queue into the other clocks. I don't mean maybe. Got it good. What do I need with love? I got it good. What do I need with love? There you go.
Oh, I need to go somewhere? Oh, perfect.
This is different because I'm across this.
So, at Zelda Nerd Girl asks if you could live in any video game world, what world would you live in and why? And I know a couple of you have asked that question, but you know, you all deserve a call out. I'm just not going to do it, so sorry.
Whoa! But they're not in order. Wow. What video game? Yeah, no, not GTA. Why would you do GTA?
It's like almost the real world.
Yeah, like one, GTA is like close to the real world. Two, you're probably gonna get shot. You know, yeah, that's great, fantastic. What else? Wait, hold up. What'd you say? Yeah, Detroit? There's an ongoing strife between mankind and android kind. Like, I don't know, that feels weird too. I love Detroit though. This feels like a very important question, because if I get this wrong, like I'll probably die some horrific death. What? Street Fighter? Yeah? Everything is just decided by people fighting each other. Thinking Earthbound is our own world, though, is the problem. Like, cause Earthbound, yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club, that's a winner. I think it's got to be Elder Scrolls, because Elder Scrolls is like all the coolest parts of being like in that, those kind of like fantasy novels. Mildly inspired by history. You got all these cool creatures, you have all these cool races, you have dragons, you have swords, you have magic, but it's all of that stuff without all the like awful stuff like peeing in a bucket in a room somewhere. Because you'll notice, are there toilets in the Elder Scrolls series?
No.
Is there one? I don't think there is. Are there bathrooms? No. Really? Damn it. Okay, no, then never mind. I want a video game universe where I don't have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Wait, everyone's like, I know a universe that wait, what's the universe? Wait, I choose. That's the one I want. Minecraft. Yes, that's such a good one. Minecraft is right. We can all agree that Minecraft's a good one, right? Okay, let's analytically go through this, shall we? Minecraft is great because I, as a person in that world, can carry like an infinite amount of weight. I need to eat relatively infrequently, but if I need to, it's pretty easy to find food. I have no problem really eating raw meat. I guess that's not a problem. Like, you can punch a tree, which is pretty cool and not die. I'm strong enough to punch a tree. I can literally, like, there's gold and diamonds pretty much everywhere. Like, let's be honest. You can build a house in like a matter of like 10 seconds. You can build a house out of dirt.
You can do that in the real world.
I mean, you can build a house out of, but this is a comfortable house out of dirt. Touche. And then there's like this nether world, which you can like become lord of the underworld, which is pretty cool. Portals to the nether. That's pretty interesting. There's a dragon. There's weird alien creature. The whole thing. I think Minecraft. Good call. Good call on Minecraft. Yeah, I like Sound of the Expo Hall. I would stay here, but like literally VidCon is over.
This last question is from Ferulifolia Art. You rock. I'm gonna expand on your question a little bit. The question is, if you could go back in time and tell your past self about who you are today, how would you have reacted? But I'm also curious, if you could go back in time and meet your past self, what is like the key advice you would give young MatPat about what you've learned and about life?
Do a Let's Play channel. It's react to horror games. No, it's a good one. It's a little bit faster to make videos when you do that. No, you know, what would I tell myself? I think I would tell myself to keep believing in yourself and to, to not worry so much about what other people think of you. Oh, thanks. Just when I was in high school, I wanted to be popular. I wanted to have a lot of friends. And, being the nerdy type of guy that I am, it wasn't super easy for me. And so I put on this persona or this personality that I thought would make me more likable or cool or more accepted by the people going to school with me. And it wasn't actually me, it wasn't true to who I was and what my passions were. And I very distinctly remember this one moment when I was in show choir, and this girl, show choir, before Glee made it popular, thank you very much. And she's like, MatPat, you're not a genuine person. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? I don't understand. And she's like, yeah, you're not real. And that, it took me a while to really understand it and let it kind of sink in. But it was one of those moments that really hit home where I'm like, she's right. I'm not being authentic. And it really wasn't until I met Stephanie who helped me to, right? She's pretty cool. She taught me what it was like to, be confident in who I was, and, hey, if people like you, great. If people don't like you, so be it. That's fine. As long as you're being happy with who you are and the person that you are, you have nothing to apologize for. Don't let the outside world dictate how you feel about yourself. And that was a really big moment for me. And so I hope that the channels in some small way have been able to share that message with you guys, where, hey, it's okay to be smart. It's okay to be a nerd. It's okay to be a fan of any number of things, whether it's Marvel movies or Disney movies or anime or a video game series that has a plot line that makes no sense about animatronic bears and dead bodies. It doesn't matter. You can be yourself, you can be passionate about what you're passionate about, and you have nothing to apologize for, because you are special and you are beautiful and you are important and you are deserving and worthy of love. And at the meet and greet yesterday, I think, a lot of people said that the channels have helped them realize that. And that to me is the most important thing. 10 million subscribers, meeting the Pope, whatever, that to me is the single most important thing that I've been able to do. And if I can keep sharing that message outward to the world, all the better. So anyway, that's what I would say.
Well, thank you for, sharing that. That's something really special.